What is up, guys? Dylanrhyne here, bringing you another episode of Dylan's AdventureCraft. Hope you guys are having a mind-tastic day today. I am having a great day. We actually did a stream yesterday of the day that I'm recording this. This video is going out tomorrow, on Monday. But we did have a stream yesterday, which was Saturday. And we got a bunch of stuff together so that we could do all of these potions here. Now, I know there's extra potions that I don't have, that I probably missed, but we're not really going to use those, so I'm not too worried about it. And if we wanted to add more, we can always extend. But I can't remember what I've shown y'all, what I haven't shown y'all. I'm pretty sure I showed you this, but I don't know if I showed you back here the hidden crafting table. I can't remember. And then the hidden ender chest. But we did go through here and make all of the potions, and we named all of them so that we can see them now, so that we know which potion is which. We did the same thing over here. We got the jump boost, weakness, poison, instant damage, slowness, invisibility, water breathing, all that good stuff. All of the water is pretty much filled in, the water bottles. I also have some shulker boxes up here, so if we want to say we need extra instant damage, I don't know why we would need extra instant damage, and there was already some in there anyway. But you can just stick them up there, and then this is going to go through and do its thing, which is perfect. I also put a hidden button here so that we can get back to some of the redstone. And I did change some of the redstone. So this dropper right here was lower, right? And this barrel was lower. I moved it up. Move the barrel up. There's another hopper back there, as you can see, and then put this dropper on top of it and just ran the redstone across, and then moved the chest here that would hold the first item and the hopper putting into this dropper. I was having some issues with this being lower, and when this torch was on, it would power this, and then these wouldn't shoot out the nether wart, for instance, the very first item. So I just moved it up. Pretty simple fix. And then we went through and just made sure that we had like pretty much a stack of everything. The spider eyes were a little bit harder to get, but we do have a good bit of stuff in here now. Enough to make some potions. I don't think we're going to make that many potions. Honestly, the main potion we'll be making is probably fire resistance and probably like night vision or swiftness or something like that. But that is what we did in the last episode and in the stream. So if you haven't seen that, you can go check that out. And you can also check out the stream on my Twitter. It is up on my, not Twitter, sorry, on my Twitch. It is up on my Twitch, so you can also watch that too. I think we streamed for like 4.5 hours. It was a long time. But anyway, today we're going to be working on something that is very, very, very much needed. As you can see, if I get this out, this is all of our rockets in our world. That's it. That's all we have. And I go through these so fast, right? So we need more rockets. So today, if you haven't already seen from the thumbnail, we are going to be making a creeper farm. So I do have a bunch of items here that we'll be using. Obviously, full blocks here. Some stuff for collection systems and water and stuff like that. And we also have the spruce trap doors, which reminds me, we do need some buckets of water. So I will grab a few buckets here. There we go. We got 16 buckets. One of those is actually mine, but that's fine. We'll probably end up using it anyway. And we need to go off and find an area to build this thing. So I'm thinking that we're just going to do it in the plains. I thought about doing it over the ocean, but I did some testing, and it really seems like the plains are actually a better area, right? So I want to just fly around here, see if I can find an area that has some plains. So it's pretty close to our base, so if we need it, we can just come over here, AFK, grab us some gunpowder, and be pretty much good to go. Now, I know with the previous mob farm that we had for the creepers, before we made the big base, it had a lot and a lot of oh, this might be an actual good area right here. It had a lot of spiders in it, and I think I have figured out how to accommodate that. So Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. Well, actually, that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. I don't think so, but I believe right over here will probably be a pretty good spot for it, right? Then we can go and light up some caves and stuff like that, but I'll probably do that off camera. But we are going to be putting the creeper farm here. I believe this is a good spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get a platform going, and we'll build a couple layers, or one layer together or so, and then I'll build the rest of them. I'll go through how it's going to work. We'll put in the water stream, stuff like that, and then we'll work on the collection system, and that's basically what we're going to be doing in this episode, right? So just sit back, relax, get your drinks, get your snacks, and get ready, because we're going to make a creeper farm in today's episode. And there we go. So I went ahead and put in one platform. This isn't finished. It's still got to come up some more, but I just kind of wanted to show you what we're doing here. So this platform is a 9 by 9. I tested with an 11 by 11, but if it's 11 by 11, the blocks would be out here like this, and the creepers kept getting stuck right here when they got scared of the cat. So I decided to bring it in. I figured less spawning space would probably, I mean, that seems like it would affect the rates, but it actually helps the rates, because if the creepers get out of this area faster, more can spawn. But if a creeper's standing on the block that was over here, then it's not going to spawn as many creepers, because there's already a creeper in this area, right? So I decided to make it a 9 by 9. So now we've also got this down here. This is how, when they fall off, they will travel. We'll have water down here that'll push them around to a central point, wherever that central point might be. It'll be one of these sides. I'm not sure yet. It really doesn't matter, though. And they will be falling off with trapdoors. So we've got tons and tons of trapdoors here. And I'll just kind of lay them out and show you. We're going to have trapdoors going right along just like this. And then we'll have some also right here. Now, you've got to remember that when the creepers fall from another level, right? If the trapdoor is, let me do this, okay? So if the trapdoor is right here, right? If the trapdoors are here, okay, and the creeper falls from another level, there's a chance that it can land right here, right? So what we need to do is every time we put in a layer like this, we need to put in one more just like that, because they're not going to be able to fall and stand in a 1 by 1, okay? So that is what you need to do with that. We are going to be putting cats in here. We'll probably do that last. But now, basically, all that I've got to do, if I get up here, is I've got to fill in all of this. So let me remove that torch there. I've got to fill all of this up one more block, okay? Put that torch back. All of this will be filled in. And then we can start to work on the floor, or floor/roof. So the floor for this level that we're, or the ceiling for this level, and the floor for the next level. I'm thinking of doing like 5 levels. That should be enough. I think that will work perfectly fine. So that is what I'm planning on doing. So I'm going to finish putting in this floor here, which I'm almost done, so we can just hang around for a second. And then I'll just kind of show you how you need to do the ceiling area / floor for the other levels. So there we go. There's that. We'll put in the torch so nothing spawns. Another thing that I can also tell you is you need to have these here blocked off so that the creepers do not get stuck. So it's just like, if this is the 9 by 9 platform, you'll just do this corner just like that. Okay? Fairly simple, fairly easy. We need to put in the trapdoors here, like I said a while ago, so we'll put those in. Put some more in here, because we don't want them to fall on the previous level, right? Then we'll do some more here, just like this, and then I'll get stuck because I can't get out of here, so we'll just break those. There we go. So that'll be like that, right? Now for the ceiling, it's going to be the same platform, so don't cover those 2 blocks there. You're just going to cover the exact area that you will be standing on. So it'll be this floor here, this 9 by 9 that we will fill in. Then once you fill in this floor, there's a little, not really secret, but creepers are not quite 2 blocks tall, right? This stuff needs to go, so we need to move this stuff. Maybe make a platform or something somewhere else. So I'll just pick it up for now. But yeah, so they're not quite 2 blocks tall, and neither is the player. Okay, neither yourself. You're not quite 2 blocks tall, but a creeper's not 2 blocks tall. A zombie's 2 blocks tall. A skeleton's 2 blocks tall. All of those mobs are a 2 block tall mob, right? So in that case, what we're going to do is actually take trapdoors, because this will block it off just enough for just creepers to spawn. So we're going to do something just like this, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cover this whole area with these, and then we need to do something about spiders spawning, because they can also spawn in 1 block tall. So they could spawn anywhere in here. So we need to take care of that also, so that we're just getting the creeper spawns. All right, there we go. So I've got this in. I finished putting in all of the trapdoors to the side here. This is all got trapdoors on top. And as you can see, we can freely walk around here. We're not moving slow like this. We can freely walk around. Now, what we need to do is we are going to have a cat right there, right in the center, okay? So now we need to put carpets to where no spiders will spawn. And what I can gather, they can spawn in a 3x3. Now, some people say they can't spawn on these trapdoors, but I've tested it, and they seem to spawn. Like, if this is a 2x3 right here, right? If I don't put a carpet somewhere here, they will spawn, because they count this as a full block, which makes sense because mobs count this as a full block. That's why they walk off of it. That's why we put the trapdoors there. So what we want to do is kind of displace these carpets around so that we don't have any areas that are a 3x3, right? Okay, so like we could put one right here. So that would not be a 3x3, but I've kind of got a layout here of how I want to do it. So I'm gonna do that, then kind of show you, and so you can kind of get a picture of what this looks like, and then you can just copy that into your world or whatever you want to do with it. All right, there we go. So I kind of just got this diamond shape going on. It seems like everything is filled in. So like this isn't a 3x3. This isn't a 3x3. Now, I'm pretty sure they cannot spawn on these because it is taking up the block space. But however, if they do spawn, all I've got to do is come in here and place a carpet down like that. And maybe one on the other side, and that will fix that issue. But this is how we're going to do it for now. Hopefully it works. If we get spider spawns, I'll come up here, change it up a little bit, and just figure out what's going on. But that is pretty much the layer there done. So whenever we get this cat in, they're going to see the cat. They're going to be like, oh no, a cat. And they're going to run, fall off, and there's going to be water down here that pushes them to a specific drop point. Okay? So fairly simple, fairly easy. What I'm going to do is go ahead and build up the other 4 layers. And then we can put in the carpets. I think we might put in the cats just to go ahead and do it. Might be easier that way. And then we can come in here and we can kind of do the water. But we want to make sure this stays lit up. We don't want anything falling on our face or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and do these other layers, and then we'll come right back. Oh crap, there we go. So we've got in all 5 layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 up there at the top. And they are all identical. They all look the exact same like this one. The very top, I did put it too high, as you can see up there. I don't think that really matters, but I just went ahead and did it because I have extra trapdoors. But I think I want to go ahead and get the cats in here. And there is one thing that I need to fix. This needs to come across and down. It doesn't really have to be that way, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know. That's just what I want to do. And I can't reach it from here, so that's fine. It'll look kind of weird. As you can see on the bottom, it looks kind of weird. So I'll probably need to get up there and do something about that. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and head back to the base, and we are going to see if we can't get 5 cats. We need 5 cats. Once we get those in, I'll feel better about it. Everything will be good to go. And then we can work on the water at the bottom to move them to a specific location. But everything else is lit up. Everything looks good, as you can see. It's just a big cube in the sky there. But yeah, so we're gonna go try to find a village to try to get some cats. Alright guys, we have found a village. I do have some raw cod and raw salmon, and it does look like there's some cats here. So let's see if we can't get some of these guys. I have not messed with cats for a while. It doesn't look like he's coming to me though. The villager's following him. Here we go. Here, no, come here, dude. Come here. Here, I got some raw cod, dude. Okay. Well, we don't want that guy. What about this one over here? I don't remember how this works. I haven't messed with cats since you tamed ocelots. So it's been a while. Hey cat. 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 Where'd you go? Hello? There you are. Okay, alright, I'm not moving. In the house. What you gonna do now? Yeah, come here. Come on. Come on. Okay. And boom. Okay, he's tamed. So now, do they do the same thing where they'll follow you around? That's what I'm hoping. And I don't know why they would have changed that. But it looks like he does follow me around. So that's good. But that's 1. We need 4 more. And I haven't seen any more except for that one and that other one. If I do this, does he come to me? He does. He does. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to double check that. So there's that other cat. So I guess we can try to get him. See if he'll come to me. I don't know if he will or not. I think I'm too far away, possibly. But then he runs away. Like, what? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I got some food for you. I got some food for you. I'm just inch closer and closer. Really? Then he just runs away. Alright, I'm right here. I'm right here. Hey, dude, just don't get hit by the cactus and we'll be good. Dude, I got some cod for you, dude. Are you not hungry? Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. Here. Here. Come on. I think they should attack rabbits. I feel like that should be a thing. Right? Does that not make sense? Alright, I'm right here, dude. Stop running away. I thought that was another cat, but it was just a baby village. Okay. Alright, he's coming. He's coming. And boom. Perfect. Alright. Cool. So that is 2. So I guess we could breed them together if we really needed to. But I would rather find some more. The only thing is I'm trying to watch my elytra and I'm kind of far away. So I've got to fly back. Let's see. I don't see any more. Okay, maybe we can get lucky and find another village. I hope flying around like this doesn't really affect them that much. There is a savanna over here, however, and usually there is a village in a savanna, but it doesn't look like I see anything. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You saw me get 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and try to find another village, get 3 more cats, and then we'll head back and we'll try to get them in a minecart. All right, there we go. He just grew up, the last one there. So I've got them all named. They're all kitty. I didn't know what else to put. So to get them in the area that we need them, I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. And by the way, if you fly too far away, these guys will not teleport to you. I had to find another village and just travel like 50 blocks and then let him come to me, then 50 more blocks, let him come to me, 50 more blocks until I got him up here. But I think what we're going to do is have one of these guys standing like that. And then we're going to come down here and see if I can get him to teleport to me down here. I don't know. I don't know the best way to do this. I don't want to have him really take any damage, honestly. So I think we might just keep going down until he teleports. I think it's like 12 blocks or so before he will teleport to the player. So I think maybe one more. Now, it might be a little bit harder to get the other ones. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, so I won't... Oh, he fell off the side. Really? Really, dude? Alright, that's fine. We will get him up onto this one. And, yes, we'll get him somehow or another. Okay. Hey, dude. Where you at? Come follow me. Come follow me. Follow me this way. Please. Please follow me this way. If not, I'm going to have to push you up here. I really don't want to have to do that. Hey, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Is that not 12 blocks? There we go. All right, come up here. Come on. Come up here. Come up here. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. This is ridiculous. There we go. There we go. Okay, and sit down. Thank you. All right, so I think we're going to, because I don't know if they can be sitting or not when you put them in a minecart. So we're going to put down rails just like this, and we're going to have a minecart right here. We'll remove this carpet for the time being, and we're going to push this guy right on that track if we can. Wait for him. There we go. He fell down. Okay, good. And then I think we're going to have him unsit and push it. Yeah. Okay, that seems to work. Now, I'm going to leave that rail underneath him. I believe that will be fine. Okay, so fairly simple for him anyway, besides him running off. But he is in there. I don't think he will teleport if he's in the mine cart. So what we need to do now is go back up to the top, and probably just gonna have to do something funky here to do that. We'll do like that. Yeah, and we'll go back up to the top. That will be 12 blocks. Make sure he doesn't spawn to me, which it doesn't look like he did. That's good. That's good. All right, so now getting the next ones in here might be kind of difficult. So I'm not gonna have y'all guys just like stand around and wait for this, because it's not gonna be very fun to do this. So let me get all of these cats in their area here, and then we'll be working on the transportation for the creepers. Alright guys, so we have all of the cats in place. I'm not going to go all the way up there, but as you can see, all the cats are in place, and we've got them all the way going up. So now what we need to do is we need to work on getting this I guess transportation, you could call it, done. And the way we're going to do this is a little it's a little weird. But we've got to get these creepers in a certain area, right? So we need to have water flowing in both directions, right? So like if I put water like this, it's going to flow just like that, right? So if I am standing, let's take off these so that we can see how this works. And now I can't even get over there, okay? So I just want to make sure that no creeper is going to get caught on anything, right? So we can do something like this, and he will be fine, right? But I feel like I should do something a little different. Maybe like put this water here, and then have a couple signs here. Oops. Let's do that again. There we go. And then we can have a sign, like right here. Dang it. I hate when I put a letter in there. Done. Okay, and then have like a sign here. Then we can have some water that is right here and here. Now, how's that going to flow? Is that going to work? That's what we want to make sure. We want to make sure that this is going to work correctly, right? Okay, so if I come in here, say I'm right here, I get pushed, and I'm getting pushed this way. Okay, that's good. If I come in from the other side, let's just make sure that works. I'm sure it works because I've tested this, but kind of showing you guys and just double checking because it's not going to be the exact same because I changed the dimensions. Okay, so that is working. That is good. So now the water ends here. So what we need to do is have some signs like this, and then have some more signs here on the side, and do the same thing that we did with the other water, and put it here and put it here. So now if we come over here, you'll see that this is actually flowing upwards. So we're going to get pushed to the side here, right? But then when we hit here, it's going to keep pushing, and then we'll get put into this, and it's going to push us in this direction. Now, this is the block right here we got to watch out for. So we want to make sure that we fix that issue. So if we put a sign here, dang it, and put a sign here, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. Well, we don't even need to do that one, actually. So we'll do that. And then if I put a water bucket right here, what's going to happen? Okay, so that's what we're trying to check out here. Okay, so it looks like if I come this way, that one is pushing in that direction, so he's just going to get stuck, right? I guess he technically wouldn't, but I want to do something a little different. I just want to make sure that this is going to work perfect, right? I don't want this to work any other way but perfect, because this is our creeper farm, and we've got to have our creeper farm working right. Okay, so let's do this, and let's put a bucket there. Now, what happens with this water over here? It still goes in that direction. So we've got to figure something out to make that not happen, because I don't want that to happen. For now, we are going to put a sign there and put a sign right there. Okay, and try to figure out exactly how we want this to work, okay? So I'm going to mess around with this for a little bit, and I'm just basically going to be doing this all the way around, making sure that it's working, make sure that there's no areas where they're just going to get stuck. So let me do that, and then we'll be right back. All right, there we go. I've got the water to a centralized point. What I did was filled in one of these corners because we're not going to need it. Broke 2 blocks, put 2 water sources. That is going to push us in this direction. I've got a sign and a sign, a sign and a sign, and then a water source on this block and on this block. That's going to push us this way. Now, I was having an issue where this was pushing me straight into this wall and keeping me here, so I put a water source right here, and now it pushes me this way, so no matter where you stand, you get pushed. This is our centralized point, so I just put some signs there for the time being. And then over on this side, it's a little bit longer, but I did the same thing, dug underneath, it's pushing us this way. Put a sign and a sign, sign and a sign, 2 water sources here. I did the same thing here where I put a water source right here, so it pushes us this way. And then I put a water source right here in the middle. I don't think it'll affect anything. We will find out though. And that's just giving us some extra push here. Got another sign and a sign here and here. So we've got that water source and that one. And then obviously this one and this one. And then I put a water source here, which will push us to the centralized location, right? So now, just to test this out, we're just going to pick a side. This side over here seems to be the worst side when it comes to pushing the mobs in the right direction. So we're going to take our boots off, and we're just going to watch this and see what happens. So we slow down a little bit, but that's fine. It's going to push us this way into this water source that will push us in this direction. And then that will slowly push us over here onto these blocks right here. Perfect, right? Okay, so let's put our boots back on and let's try the other one just because it's a little bit longer. And we need to be on the left side just to double check that that is working correctly. So we will do that. Take our boots off here and I'm going to just push us into that wall to make sure that we're touching the wall. We're going to get pushed into this, get pushed into this water source that will push us in this direction. And it kind of pushes us to the right a little bit, but it still works. We got some good momentum. We get into that one, it keeps pushing us. We get into this one, it pushes us. Then we get pushed into this water source, and it pushes us all the way down into this block here. Boom, just like that. So if I broke this block, we would fall through. Yes, perfect. Okay, so that is working perfectly. So now what we've got to do is get a area going for these mobs to drop. Now, they don't have to drop far. They can only drop a little bit. That doesn't really matter because I've got some magma blocks. But we're just going to use some regular smooth stone at first, but then we're going to swap it to glass so that we can see them. I just don't want any light getting into that area. So that is why I am going to be using some smooth stone to begin with. Now, let's go ahead and put this up because this water's going to flow this way. It's going to act a little funny for a little bit, but once you fill this back in, it will fix itself. But now we're going to have this area like this. I just wanted to see where this was. Okay, so it does look like it is right in this area here. So we're just going to put down some water so that we can kind of get a platform here for us to stand on. There we go, just like that. We need to do one more. There we go. And then we can pick this water back up, just like that. So now, like I said, we're going to have some smooth stone coming in this area, just like this. And we're going to have it come all the way around. And I need some more, but then we're going to fill these 2 blocks in also. And I'm probably going to go down 3 or 4 blocks or something like that. And that will probably suffice for what we're trying to do here. I do need to get back up here to grab some more blocks though, so we are going to have to do a little something funky here just to get back up there. Let's break this. We can break that. Perfect. And then we will just jump up here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just fill that in 3 or 4 blocks down, and then I'm gonna bring the glass down. I mean, it really doesn't matter how far down because we got the magma blocks, but I'll probably do 15, 16 blocks or something like that. So I decided against the magma blocks just because I didn't want to have to use a minecart hopper. Even though we'd probably only have to use one, we could just put it right in the middle. But if I just do these slabs like this, and this is a good drop, it's about 27 blocks or so. So they're going to fall on those slabs, they're going to die, right? And I put this platform up here just so we can check everything out. But down here is the real platform. This is where we'll have the chests and everything. And right here and right here is the slabs, right? So we need to have the chests right here. So we'll have like a chest here. And we can have a chest here. Or we can really do it however we want to. Like if we wanted to put a single chest and then have a double chest and have a double chest over here, we could do that, which actually might be kind of cool. And that way we can have a lot more items that we can have here that we can collect. So I think we might do it like that. I think that's kind of cool actually. So let's do that, right? So here is a slab. And here is a slab, okay? So we're going to have, we've got to have this chest up there so that the slab can go in it. And I think we're going to leave a block space. Excuse me. This is so that we can have the items go to different ones. So what we're going to do is bring this chest up, right? Like that. And then we will have chest, chest, chest. We can shift. I said shift, but I guess you can't put it on the side there. That's fine. Okay, so then we'll come up here. That's not what I picked. Thank you. Then we'll have a chest here and a chest like that. All right, so we've got those in, so that's good to go. Now we need to get the hoppers from here. So facing down, that's fine. We can have this one face into the side like that. All right, and then this one's going to come down. We can actually have it go to the side as well. and bring it down into this chest and then run them across, which could also be kind of cool. How many chests we have here? We have five stacks here. Yeah, so we can maybe do that. I'm not going to bore you guys with putting this stuff in. I'm going to kind of put it in and show you how I've done it. And then we can actually test out the farm. There we go. Sweet. So I decided to take the middle ones out because we really just didn't need them. It made the hoppers a little easier too. So I've got one hopper on this slab that goes into this hopper, that goes into this one, and then it goes all the way down and fills up these chests. Then this hopper here goes into this hopper that goes all the way down and fills in these chests. Now we can check this. There's nothing in these chests here. As you can see, there's nothing in there. All right, so we're going to go up to the top. And we're going to throw 2 or 3 items into each of the hoppers. All right, so we'll do one there, one there, one there. And then we'll do 1, 1, and 1. All right, so we should have 3 items in each of the bottom 2 double chests. 3 there and 3 there. Perfect. So that is working. So now basically the only thing to do is to take out the torches and to make an AFK spot. So I'm going to need a little bit more glass to make the AFK spot. So I'm going to run back to the base, and then I'll do that really quick. It won't take long, and then I will take out the torches, and then when we come back, we'll make sure this is working, and then we'll do a little AFK session. All right, it is all in and hopefully finished. As you can see, we can see all the way through there. All the lights, the torches have been taken out. And we also have our AFK spot. It is way up here, just a glass box somewhere. Yeah, there it is. And then we can just come in here. We can shut that. We can put our items in here. We can AFK, whatever we need to do. This is about 24 blocks from the top of the farm. I might go a little bit higher. We are already at 240 though. But yeah, so then when you want to drop out, you can just come in here and we can fly down. And then you can come down here and see what is spawning or what has spawned. Now, if any spiders or anything are in there, then I will take care of that. So don't worry about that. But, oh, there's a creeper right there. And he fell down and boom, he's dead. So fairly simple, easy farm. I'll probably keep an eye on it just to make sure that everything is working correctly. But we are getting some gunpowder here, which is nice, and I haven't even AFK'd. So, what we're going to do now is probably AFK for about an hour or so, and see what we can get. When then we'll come back, and hopefully we got a bunch of gunpowder in there because this took a lot out of me. So we will see here in the next hour. Well, there we go. It's been almost an hour. Not quite an hour, but almost an hour. Let me go ahead and put this stuff on before I forget and jump out and kill myself. Because you do not want to know how many times I've actually done that. But yes, so let's go see what we got. Now, like I said, it hasn't been quite an hour. And I'm really not sure how much we're going to have. I'm really hoping for at least 5 stacks. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but you got to think, that's just for me. And plus 5 stacks will make 15 stacks of rockets. Besides rockets, the only other thing we're going to use gunpowder for is TNT. And we rarely use TNT. So, I don't know. Let's hope for the best. It looks like we got a baby zombie in there somehow, though. That's really interesting. That's really quite interesting. How did he get in there? Because he would have fell and died, right? And what? You can't spawn on the half slab. What is going on? That doesn't make any sense. I had to do some testing because, like, the creepers fall and they fall at 24 blocks. I'm pretty sure a baby zombie does the same thing. You see, they kind of get stuck there, but they will fix themselves. Yep. How did you get there, dude? It is so weird. I have no idea what happened there. I'm going to have to do some testing with that. But anyway, let's go ahead and go down here and just hope for the best. Okay, so 3 stacks plus 10 and 1 stack plus 18. So almost 5 stacks, right? 4.5 stacks there. That is actually not bad. That's pretty close to what I was wanting there. It's really weird that they seem to be falling on that one side more than the others, right? I guess it's just how the water flows. But yeah, so it hasn't been quite an hour, and we've gotten almost 5 stacks, and that is right there. That's about 14 rockets, and that's more than we have now. So that is perfect. I'm actually really liking that there. I do want to go up there and double check everything, make sure everything looks good, but I'm probably going to do that off camera. But how did you get in there, dude? How did you get in there? But yeah, so the reason also that we're only getting about 4.5 stacks, because this thing can produce probably 3 times that, right? The reason is, and I knew this before I built it, and I knew it wasn't going to make much of a difference to me because I don't need that much gunpowder, right? If I AFK overnight, say 8 hours, we're going to have a bunch of gunpowder that I'm not going to be using all of it, right? The way to get more spawns is by putting this as close as you can to bedrock, right? But then you've got to light up caves, you've got to clear out land, you've got to put down slabs so other mobs don't spawn. And if you wanted to clear out the land down to bedrock, that is 128 by 128, and that is going to take you forever, right? So in the amount of time to do that, and then the spawns that you get, and the amount of time you put into it, this is going to outdo that, because I didn't spend but a few hours, couple hours building this thing. And that's going to take you days to build, right? Lighting up caves. We don't even have to light up caves. I did the math. We should be good. We shouldn't have to light up caves. We might do it anyway, but it should not affect it. It should be about 128 blocks. And from where we're standing, that would be about 112 on the y-axis. And 112 is right here. Right, so there is no caves at this level that we should have to light up, right? So I think that will do just fine. I gotta figure out what's going on with him though, and I'm gonna go up there, double check everything, make sure everything looks good. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for this episode. I really do hope you enjoyed. We got another farm done, a good farm that we can AFK at also. And it's gunpowder. We need gunpowder. So this farm is going to be nothing but a blessing for us in our series, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, if you want to check out other videos, stuff like that, just check me out on YouTube. I also do streams and stuff like that on Twitch on Saturdays and on Tuesday. Yes, Saturdays and Tuesdays. Yes, that's right. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it, and I hope to see you in the next episode. This has been Dylanrhyne, and I am